here. And the first thing we're going to do is this walk. So we're going to go on the flat bit first, up to the lighthouse, then to the summit, and then we're going to slide down the mountain on our bums back to the start. And that's when we'll snorkel. It says about 4 hours, but you know what we are. We're pro hikers, so we're going to do that much quicker. We've got a lot of experience with walking. I'm going to aim for 3 hours.
But guys, how do I get to Fitzroy Island? My suggestion is go through a site called BookMe. They offer the cheapest rates that I've seen on the internet for the ferry. It's just a little check-in office in Cairns that you go and get your ticket. They tell you exactly where to go. It's so easy. We ended up paying in total, I think, $60 per person for a return compared to the $100 which you pay through other websites. So it's pretty good value. And if you wanted to camp on the island, there is a campsite. I think it is hike in only because there are no cars on the island. So you can camp, or you can stay in a resort, which is about a 30-second stroll from the boat. I think it is the only resort on the island. There might be others that we stumble across, but we will let you know. So we have approached obstacle number 1 of our hike, but there's a bridge. So I thought we'd have to walk through that, and I was like, great. And then we saw a bridge next to it, so it's all good. Path at the moment is pretty flat, but I believe there might be some uphill. I don't know.
Well,
we'll see.
Heading to a summit.
Summit does indicate uphill.
Mountain. Summit. I'm not filming, so I'm out of breath. Okay, I take back everything I said about being a pro hiker and about doing this in 3 hours. I don't know if the camera shows how steep this is, but this is like...
No, this is really steep.
Straight up.
I have a feeling these views are just going to get better and better the higher we go. So right there is our destination. That is the lighthouse. That is the end of this walk, and then we loop back round to the summit and back down. Here's a little interactive map. We're here. We walk to the lighthouse here, 300 meters. Yeah, it's only 2k back home, but it'll be downhill mostly, I think. Here we go. More asbestos. Wonder what this building used to be.
I think there's a lighthouse right there, so it's probably the old home of whoever ran the lighthouse when it was up and running full time. So they tend to live like on the property because they have to be available. So I can imagine that's where they used to live, on this property here. Because there's water tanks just over there. So, you know, if you add 4 plus 5, you're always going to get 8. So it's just simple maths.
Yeah, quick maths.
Just through here, there are like museum plaques for information about this lighthouse and how it worked. So what I think probably happened is it was a museum, it was working, and then they found asbestos.
Yeah.
They had to close the whole thing down. Now we continue our great walk.
Descent.
Well, not really, we're going to the summit.
Yeah, but I think it's not as... We're pretty high now. I don't think we can get much higher.
Well, it's not called the summit for
Maybe.
no reason.
Okay.
It's because it's higher than this point.
Maybe a slight ascent and then descent. I don't know. Wishful thinking.
That is the summit.
We go all the way up there.
Yeah.
750 metres. That's quite far, to be fair, all uphill.
Yeah, if it's all uphill, yeah, it's
That is quite far. But that's okay. These legs were made for walking. I've got 24.5 years experience.
Summit, 750 metres. Are you ready for it?
As I'll ever be.
That is Green Island, and that's where we will be tomorrow.
So I think about 3/4 of the way up is steep, but short. So that's better than steep and long, as we thought.
Is it?
Yeah.
Thanks.
But like, you know, it's steep, and you can do it probably in 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
The difference with this path is it has steps. It's not just a ramp.
So it is ramps.
I spoke too soon.
Just as soon as James said, oh, it's steps now, no more ramps. Turn a corner and there's a ramp.
There's a damn ramp.
I prefer the ramp though. The steps are harder, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're smaller.
Yeah, I have to take
That's why.
a step from my waist rather than my legs.
I've got long
tiny.
legs, so it's easy.
Yeah.
I think we may have found the summit. What do you think?
Yeah, I hope so. I'm dying.
Oh, I'm probably gonna have to edit out my breathing.
This is hard.
This is the final little piece, I think. This is probably the hardest bit of the track as well. Overall, it's quite accessible. That was probably the tightest, hardest part so far.
It's still going.
Forget we said anything.
Okay, I don't think it's much longer though. Seriously, I actually don't.
You keep saying that.
It just keeps going and going.
It does, doesn't it?
The view is like 10,000 out of 10 worth it.
10,000 out of 10.
Yeah, you can see whales and like the water is the nicest colour and it looks amazing. You can see like, I'd say just over 180 degrees surround. Surround sound.
We're stood on a wooden platform on top of Fitzroy Island. Oh yeah, do the Fitzroy Island dance.
I walk down for this.
So if you're watching this and you come to the top,
You have to do this.
you have to do this dance and you have to send it through to us. I mean, that's the real summit, but we'll take this. We'll take this bit, I think.
I'm climbing up there. Look, these Birkenstocks, return of the Birkies, if you know, you know.
Can you imagine?
Don't film my little
goes
feet though.
everywhere in these Birkenstocks.
These Birkies have done well to get me up here. And you know, they've done it relatively unscathed,
Yeah.
but they're not rock climbing Birkies. They'll slip
No,
off.
that's where we came up. And this is where we will go down. It took us just over an hour.
Yeah, but we stopped
get
for
up.
like 15 minutes at the lighthouse, I'd say.
Yeah, we stopped for a bite to eat. We still made it up in just over an hour, but it is seriously accessible, this track. There's nothing really hard about it. There's a few tight areas, but that's about it.
The incline's the only bit that's like, just take it slow, bring plenty of water and you can,
For sure.
it's fine.
This side has actual steps,
Actual steps.
like luxury steps. Look at these.
Holy sea cow.
Holy smokes.
Is amazing. It don't get much better than this. So we are on a complete downward curve right now, but arguably downward's actually harder.
You would have thought it was easier because we're going down.
But there's steps all the way down and the steps are really big. So like every step you take is a real like jolt on the floor and it's hard on your knees.
Like fee, fi.
Yeah. Fee, fi, fo, fum.
Exactly, but on the floor.
On the floor.
Every step.
Every step you take, every move you make, every time you think, everything, hey, I'll be watching you. I'm always watching, Wazowski.
If you're coming to do this walk yourself, I would advise coming up the Lighthouse trail and then going down the summit trail, because going up the summit trail, it's just pure up and there's a lot of steps. So I would say the other way is easier because there's a few ramps and it's just less intense.
And if you're doing this walk, I would also advise, just advice, my personal advice, getting yourself a pair of Birkenstocks. Just like these. These Birkenstocks have gone through thick and thin. Don't zoom in on my toenails. They really are the sturdiest pair of shoes a man or woman can get. Now, if you want to get yourself a pair, I'm going to be nice and I'm going to drop a link in the description where you can find a pair for yourself from Amazon.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Birkenstocks, if you're watching this, please sponsor us, thanks.
That's a rhinoceros spider.
I think. Don't quote us. If you can correct us in the comments, that would be great.
And that's where we finish.
And that's where we finished.
Should we have some lunch?
Absolutely. And see how long our walk actually took us.
So a grand total of
1 hour, 45 minutes and 31 seconds and 45 milliseconds.
let's take us 4 hours. So we've done pretty well there, I think. Well done.
Good job. Fist bump me.
So we've had lunch and we are ready to go again, and we are heading to
Nudie
Beach. And we're not going to get naked. We're just going to snorkel. You don't have to. It's not actually a nudist beach. At least the path is a bit easier to walk. Not that it would matter for your
But it's still Yeah, my Birks, no match for my Birkies.
8,000 years ago,
Yeah.
people would walk from the islands behind me to this island because it was connected. There was no water.
Oh.
That is the current sea level, and you can see how deep it's gotten. But before, you could just walk through.
That's crazy.
That's insane, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's so cool.
That's crazy. What the hell?
Mm-hmm.
Was that island there?
And that island right there.
No way.
Look how clear that water is. So, Nudie Beach with your clothes on.
I do have my clothes on, yeah. It is lovely. The water's just quite choppy and there's a current and we don't have flippers.
So it's going to be a struggle for us to snorkel.
We really need to get some flippers. We just haven't had the time to.
But you like it here?
Yeah, it's really nice. Very relaxing. The water's a beautiful colour for a paddle.
Yeah.
And if you've got flippers, you can probably safely snorkel. There's loads of people in. I saw other people without flippers, so I went for the plunge. I saw a turtle and a stingray.
Oh my gosh.
And it's so clear, it's so easy to swim in. It looks really bad, like the current is deceptive, but it's actually like the reverse, which is not normal. Normally you don't see a current, but there is, so just be careful, but it's fine. It's actually fine.
Okay.
And I saw a turtle, so you have to come in. Let's go. We have found a big lizard.
Secret garden track.
So it's not like a loop, it's like you go up and there's a little curly bit and then you come back. It says it's 1k return, 45 minutes. It probably says 45 minutes because it's steep, I'm assuming. But 1k, we can smash it out. Because I've got 24 and a half years hiking experience.
And you've got...
Walking experience, sorry. And I've got my Birkenstocks. So...
What more do you need?
I can smash that out in half the time with these Birkenstocks.
Let's see if you can walk the walk.
I can talk the talk and walk the walk.
So before we came down to the secret garden track, we were on Nudie Beach, and it's probably one of the best beaches we've been to whilst we've been in Australia, I would say.
Do you reckon?
I think so. I really enjoyed
I
that
do,
beach.
yeah, I actually agree.
Clear water, really white sand. It was...
The only thing was the coral was a bit uncomfortable. Like there wasn't really sand to lie on.
And it was just a bit dead, to be honest.
There wasn't any coral to see.
Yeah, there was no coral. A few turtles, but no actual coral that wasn't already dead, unfortunately.
Which is sad.
And just like that.
We made it. That was actually really that was fine.
We made it to be a big deal, but it wasn't.
No, I just was like, I swear to God, if it keeps going like before, I don't think I can anymore.
We're going to head back down and we're going to go to the main beach.
Yeah, the Welcome Bay, it's called.
Welcome Bay.
To snorkel some more.
For the last time.
So, we have arrived at Welcome Bay. Well, we arrived when we got here, but didn't snorkel. The rock behind me was recommended by a crew member on the boat, on the ferry over, as a better place to snorkel. But I also read a blog that said the jetty, underneath the jetty, is a really good place to snorkel, but you've just got to be scared. You've got to be...
Got to be scared?
You just interrupt me, so now I've lost my flow.
Go on.
You've got to be careful of boats, obviously, at the jetty. So we're going to do both and compare for you. So
how was that?
That was unreal. I saw so many turtles. I saw like a dory fish like this big. It was huge. I don't know if it was actually like a dory fish, but it looked like similar. The coral was actually, it's patchy, but when it's there, like it's beautiful. It's amazing. Like yellows, blues, pinks, really pretty. We are back on the boat.
We just wanted to let everyone know where the best snorkeling spots were. So go ahead.
So we did 2 snorkeling spots. We did Nudie Beach. It was very nice. However, there was not a lot of coral still alive. A lot of it was dead. We did see 2 turtles though, and
is that a turtle?
No.
Is that a turtle emoji?
No, I don't know what that is. That's a turtle emoji. That is mooring. You can moor your boat.
That's the turtle.
That's the turtle. Cool. But yeah, Nudie Beach is a lovely beach to relax on, but the coral is pretty dead. So you're not really going to see much vibrant coral. And however, Welcome Beach is this whole thing here, and this is where you come on the jetty, where all boats drop you off. And just this side of the jetty, anything here closer to these rocks, but not around these rocks. So I'd say like here is really, really good for snorkeling. I saw so many turtles. It's really shallow, so you're like super close to the turtles. There's like crazy amounts of fish. The coral's really vibrant. For the love of coral, please, if you're coming to Fitzroy Island and you're snorkeling or anywhere, don't stand on the coral. Don't stand up. If it's shallow, don't stand up. You can float. You can float. Even if it's like this much water, you can still float above the coral.
Yeah.
And you can swim as far to shore. I was this far away from literal the water stopping before I stood up. So please, don't stand on the coral. We are off to Green Island today. We're on a different ferry. I think it's a bigger ferry. It's later in the day, so we're actually refreshed. And we're gonna see what Green Island has to offer. I don't think it's as built up as Fitzroy. We'll see.
I wonder if it's green.
I think it might be purple.
Where are we parked? Answer that question for them.
We're parked next to the casino. I think it's casino parking.
And I would say it's probably the most ideal, cheapest parking.
Yes.
If you're getting a boat.
10-minute walk, if that.
Yeah.
5-minute walk.
And $6 for the whole day.
$6 for the whole day. It's called Public Car Park on Google Maps.
We'll
and it's just near
link
to the.
it. Yeah.
It's near to the ferry. So.
We'll link it on the screen. Yeah. The big green boat just there. It's called
Big Boy.
Big Cat. It's posh, isn't it?
It's got a whole like self-serve canteen type thing.
It's like a 4-floor luxury boat.
It's massive.
So we've walked from there to there, and what are we going to do?
We're going to walk.
How long will that take?
Apparently takes half an hour.
Did you know Green Island is called Green Island because when James Cook in the 1970s, that was very recent, the 1770s, when James Cook drove by, or what do you call it? Sailed by in his boat, he had on board an astronomer.
Was it an astronomer?
Yes, did I say that right? Astronomer.
That's someone who looks at space, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had an astronomer with him who was called Astronomer Green or Professor Green or something like that. Mr. Green. So
Sir Green, even.
They called the island Green Island. So a long time before James Cook came along, Green Island was just a sandbank. The birds, they're so important to this island. They flew in with their seeds, some from the Daintree, some from elsewhere. They dropped the seeds from their claws and their mouths and whatever. And those seeds then germinated. It's a big word for me. Germinated in the sand and created this masterpiece of a mini rainforest that we have on Green Island today.
I'm going to set a timer to see how long it takes to walk around the island.
Oh, you're fact checking, are you?
We got told half an hour, so here's the timer.
Timer's on.
Let's go.
The race begins. You meant to read them, Jess.
I like to spin them.
Spin the wheel.
Let's see what language we land on.
Oh, English. Fantastic.
La Isla Green, which means Green Island.
Really?
Yeah. Es una de las islas del laberinto de miles de arrecife. So this actually means Green Island is one island in the maze, laberinto, of thousands of reefs and islands forming the Great Barrier Reef.
Oh, where did you read that from?
Here.
Maybe the English translation next to it. Huh.
No. I'm actually just fluent in any language I see.
Fantastic. So could you just translate this one for me, please?
Yeah, of course. Green Island. Green Island.
No.
Green Island. Green Island is one of the islands in
Whatever,
a maze of...
That one just there is Fitzroy Island, where we were yesterday. We're coming back round to the front of the island now. Hasn't taken us long, has it?
No.
Not.
And we stopped for lunch.
Yeah.
Look at that big cuttlefish.
Damn.
That's a big boy.
It is, isn't it?
Green Island also offer helicopter rides, scenic helicopter rides. And they take off from this lovely helicopter pad right next to me. I don't know how much they are.
Probably
expensive. But worth it, I reckon.
I think so. And finally we're back to the boardwalk. We're nearly there, I think.
Yeah, I think
Close
we are.
by. Both suffering from yesterday. So if you're thinking of doing Fitzroy then Green, it's probably the right idea. Just because you can do one day of hiking and the next day of chilling.
Do you reckon it's good to do it the other way around?
I guess
maybe?
so. Yeah, Green.
Because
You
then
can chill.
green, you're still and then you're still refreshed for Fitzroy the next day.
Yeah, I guess so.
Whereas today we're just like knackered.
Dead. Yeah. Okay.
Do it the other way around.
Other way round. Green Island first, Fitzroy second.
Yeah. There's also a resort on Green Island, like Fitzroy Island, and we didn't realise that there was, because we thought it was so tiny that there wasn't really anything. Maybe like a shack.
It's quite a big
But
resort.
it's actually quite a big resort, and there's like pretty like luxury cabins and stuff. And there's like a bar, there's a pool, swimming pool for hotel guests. There's like 3 places to eat, I think. So it took us 28 minutes for that round
Okay.
of the island. So pretty accurate, what she said, half an hour.
I don't know if I can even see that. I can't even. There we go. 28 and 34 seconds.
And 43 milliseconds.
Yeah, fantastic. Like that.
That's how long it does, actually.
So 28 minutes to get around the island at a reasonable pace.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
We weren't walking fast either.
No.
Like we were just walking pretty leisurely.
But I think that shows the size of the island.
Yes, tiny, like tiny.
It really is small.
We're going to snorkel and we're going to see how it compares to Fitzroy.
Unfortunately, these guys won't see.
Oh yeah,
But
we'll tell you.
we are investing in a underwater camera eventually.
Eventually, yeah, just we don't have the money for
And
it
if
now.
someone wants to buy one for us.
Someone wants to donate an underwater camera so we can actually show you things, that would be great.
There's only 2 spots you can snorkel on Green Island, and it's the life-guarded space and the unlife-guarded space next to the jetty, basically. So the supervised space and the unsupervised space for some more experienced swimmers. So we're starting off in the supervised space just to get into the grip of things, and then we'll move over to the other one and we'll let you know which one is better.
So we've snorkeled in the lifeguard bit and now we're off to the unlifeguard bit.
Ooh, because
The non-patrolled.
we're professionals.
Apparently under the jetty is a really good bit. Well, next to the jetty is a really good snorkeling bit.
Yeah.
So we're going to try there, then dry off.
Then get back
And
on
then
the
it'll be
boat.
time to go.
Let's check it out. Unsupervised area. What do you think?
It was okay. I saw some like cool fish, but this supervised side is way better.
You think so?
Yeah, I saw 5 turtles on this supervised bit.
Bloody hell. So all in all, snorkeling here, worth it?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
But
Here in
definitely-
Fitzroy Island is a really good like 2-dayer thing to do, I think.
But definitely the supervised side more so than the unsupervised.
Yeah, it's just
The beach
a bit
is better too.
Yeah, the beach over there is quite small.
Nice.
This is better.
What time is it?
3 o'clock.
No, it's time to go.
Time to... I don't want to go. I like this little slice of paradise.
It's good, isn't it? We have to though. That's
I'm
the
really
boat.
burnt, I think, and you are as well. So
Yeah.
it's probably time to go.
It's probably best. Let's go to the boat. Unsupervised. Josie, supervised. I think all in all, it's been a great day. But me and Josie are not severely,
We're not.
but we're burnt.
We're a bit burnt, yeah.
And we did wear sun cream. I know we're advocates for sun cream. And we did wear it, factor 50, all day, and you can still get burnt. So that just shows how important sun cream is. Because imagine if we didn't wear it, eh? Fitzroy Island and Green Island. What a couple days we had. Fitzroy and Green Island cost us $240 in total for the return trips on the ferry.
For both. That's not each.
That's for both. Yeah. Fantastic, if you ask me. We had a great day on Fitzroy. If I was to compare the two, I'd say Fitzroy Island is probably better. There is more to do. You can hike, you can snorkel, you can chill on the beach, whereas Green Island just had the sort of relaxing on the beach and the snorkeling. Both snorkeling areas were amazing, to be honest. If you want to go to Fitzroy for snorkeling or Green Island, don't try and decide between the two. They're pretty much the same. You see turtles, stingrays,
starfish,
random fish that I never knew existed, to be honest, in the reef. If you're in Cairns and you need something to do, Green Island and Fitzroy Island are at the top of our lists for you guys, and we hope you enjoyed that video. Make sure you watch the next one. That's all I ask. If there's not a next one already, watch the one before.
And also, don't forget, if you want to like, subscribe and comment, you can also do that too. That really helps us as well. Thanks.